Hi and welcome back to my channel, Crafty Calamity. Excuse me, tickle, frog in my throat. So today I'm going to be using a little book because I had a comment on one of my videos where I said I was going to use a little book to show you what you can do. So I've decided to use the Florabunda one. So I've gone with a 7x5 pre-cut craft card for this one because this is matte-tastic, and I've chosen this image out of the little book. So I've got 3 sheets. So here's the little book, and it's all, obviously because it's called Florabunda, it's got all the flowers, pretty flowers with little animal birds, butterflies, some really cute designs on there, in there. So I've decided to go with this page, and with this I'm going to cut out some circles. So I've got my circle dies here, so I'm just going to line these up in any fashion. There's no right or wrong way when you're lining up your dies. These dies, I got these from Amazon. Oh no, I didn't. I bought these off of somebody on Facebook who was selling some large circle dies. So I got these from this person that was selling them because I wanted some like different styles of dies, sizes, some smaller ones, some big ones. So I'm going to stick them onto there, and this should cut through on my die cutter, should cut through both images on there. I'm just going to try and, because I want to keep these 2 sheets together so they don't separate when they're going through the machine. So I'm just going to tape them together, and hopefully that will hold them together and won't pull them apart when they're going through the machine. Just going to put this one on this side just to hold them together. And I do have the Gemini 2 cutter. It takes me a little while to remember how the plates go because I'm so used to a manual die cutter that I had prior to getting this one at Christmas. So I still have to refer to the handbook because I've only used it once just to make sure that it worked. So it's just getting the sandwiches, the sandwich of how this needs to go in the machine so it cuts through the actual paper, because I always get muddled up. So just bear with me a second while I do this. Metal shim plate, then the material you need to cut, then the plastic shim, and then this one on the top. So I'm just going to put this through my machine. It might be a bit noisy. See how that's cut out on there. Looks like it's done a pretty fantastic job, which it has. So these dies have got a little pattern on the back. I'm not sure exactly what the pattern is. As you can see, they've come away pretty neat. Come away pretty good. And I don't need them bits anymore. One just fell out onto my lap. And then the bit that we'll have the joyous bit of doing is labelling these up. If you can hear my phone in the background, I'm so sorry about it all pinging. But that is my family WhatsApp group chat going off, because my brother-in-law on my husband's side, so my husband's brother, has just done an climb of Mount Vision in Antarctica, and he made it 90% of the way up, and he couldn't get any further up. He couldn't go any further than that because unfortunately he was he ended up getting frostbite. But he's seen a medic and he's 100% going to get better. The frostbite's going to heal, which is good news. Anyway, so I've picked these two corresponding bits of card that go with this design, or with this design here. But I don't know if I'm going to use both of them, because in the kit it doesn't have like the two colours together on it. So I might end up just going with the green one, I think. Or I might change my mind and go for something totally different. Just going to have a flick through again just to see if I can find anything other than that I might want to go with. No, I think I'm going to stick with that one, the original. Because it's matte-tastic, I'm not going to put any silver or gold mirror behind it. So I'm just going to be using a piece of this card for the top, if I can separate these. My hands are so cold because it is freezing today. Anyway, so I'm going to come in with this, my trimmer, wrong way, upside down. That's because when I brought it back in here the other day, I'd been using it in the front room to do wedding invitations, or starting on my brother is getting married as a my brother's getting married in August this year, so I am in the process of doing wedding invitations for that. So I have a busy schedule. So anyway, cutting this down. So I've done this 2 notches under the 5 this way and 2 notches under the 7 this way. So that will just sit on the top of there, hopefully. I might have to take a little bit more off. So I'm just going to take another notch off of that, just because it's a little bit shorter than a 5x7. So this is why I don't buy pre-made cards anymore, because they say they're 5x7, but when you measure them, they're just a little bit under the 7. So if I was to put this on here, it's a bit hard to see for my camera where my camera is situated, but you look on there, you've got the white square. Just get a pen. So the white square there, and then the card is just below it, so it's just a few notches underneath. So if I do it, that's going to fit perfectly on there. So that is all the cutting I need to do for that one. And then I have got, excuse me, my nose is running, my all-purpose clow glue, which I'm going to put onto here. Like so. So I've got, in one of my videos, I think I said that I've got loads of little books, Hunkydory little books, and that I've got. So every time I buy a full kit, the ultimate kit from Hunkydory, I get the little books as well, and I'm always going, yeah, that'd be a good idea to have all the little books. And then I'm thinking to myself, but now how can I incorporate them in with my card making? And obviously when you watch Hunkydory channel, they're always incorporating all of their little books as well as using the main parts of the kit as well. So this Florabunda one I brought last year, and obviously I didn't know what to do with it, so I've decided to have a little go today. As I say, someone else has got loads of books that watches my channel. Oh. And yeah, so I said to her that I would do a video with some little books, just so she could get an idea of what to do. Most of the time with the little books, I tend to just use them as the sheet as they are, because a lot of them you can use as is with a lot of designs that they have in here. So like even this one that I'm doing now that I've cut, you can use. So because you've got that, if you've got a book of sentiments, then you can actually do one of these on a card with a bit of background, and then you could incorporate that with I can't think of the word that I'm looking for, a sentiment. So you could put a happy birthday sentiment. So this one here, for instance, you get 6 of each design in here, and it's easily, you could just, you know, take one of them out. So for instance, you could take that out and you could layer that onto top of that. You could put a frame around it, cutting it out with a die. All sorts that you can do with a little bit of, you know, play around with different things and see what you like to do and how you like it to look. So just going to have a little look. I've just come up with a little bit of an idea. Ooh, I'm wrecking the place today. Dangerous today I am in my craft room. I'm throwing everything on the floor today because I'm trying to, I have a small room, craft room, and I'm just looking for something and everything goes flying. And I've not really done a lot with dies because I never know how to incorporate them. So it's kind of, I don't know. So I'm just looking to see if I've got something that's, because I do have loads of dies, but not all are Hunkydory. So I started buying them before I started watching Hunkydory channel, and they cut just as good as some of the Hunkydory ones. Just that Hunkydory are a little bit kind of better dies, I would say. So I'm just looking to see if I've got like a rectangle, which I don't know if these ones, I've not used these ones yet. So I'm just going to pull this out if I can get them out, which I can't. Come on now, be nice. Come out. Why don't you come out? Oh dear. Come on. Okay, you're not going to come out, are you? I don't know why you won't come out of there. Looks like you're stuck. Oh, there you are. You're stuck on there. That's why you won't come out. There we go. Okay. Now, which one do I need? This one? No, you're too small. Do I need the bigger one then? You're probably too big. Okay, you work. Let's have a look. Where's my tape gone? I wasn't planning on doing this originally. So this might be the only card I get made with this this design, because this is something I wasn't planning on doing before. So I'm just going to run that back through my cutter. Because I'd already put the foam pad on this one, so it's cut out okay actually. Put them over to the side out of the way. I'm trying to get comfy on my chair today. I've got a hot water bottle because in my flat I've got electric heaters, but I don't like using them because they cost a fortune in heating the room up, so I have a hot water bottle. Who doesn't like a hot water bottle for warmth anyway? Right, so on this card here, now I've cut this out, or no, before I stick that on there, what I'm going to do, them scissors need a good clean, so I'm just going to get these. So this is going to be like a die cut, how you would do if you were doing decoupage. So I'm just going to piece this together. And layer it up. Get these two. Because I think this might go over the edges now, so some of this might have to be cut on the edging, because I might have too much. Now I've decided to trim that around. Just fit on there perfect. I'll do the other ones are a little square foam pads in a minute. So you are the ones I want first because you're my big ones. And I'm just going to use a bit of tacky glue. Hopefully, if this tacky glue works. That one I don't know why that one does not work. I've unclogged it and everything. I think I might have to get some new bottles. Okay, so now I've got to try and work out where this one goes. Butterflies, so down there. That one goes on there. What I'm just going to do, just for the minute, is I'm just going to put up some more of this on the back of this one. If these scissors will cut through this. just to stick on the back of this, so it's got a bit of, I'm trying to stab myself with my scissors. Turn it back over, and I can do this one. Like so. I don't know if I want to put them ones on there. I've cut them out, but I'm just going to go with these ones because these are the flower in the middle, because I still need to fit a sentiment on there. You know, when you cut something out, it's harder to try and figure out how these go back together again. So I'm just going to don't think it's quite in the right place, but let's have a look to see if this one's going to go where I want it to go. So this one goes over here. It's easier lining the top ones up than it is like lining up the bottom ones. The these two, because so the bottom ones that sit on top of that sheet that I took out the pads, and then these ones that I cut out, the top one is easier to place than the three bottom ones, because you've got more of a edge to go by. Just looking for some square foam pads. There we go. Just for these two little butterfly ones. Put that on there. Just taking the foam pads off. And then this is the little butterfly that goes up here. Like so. Little butterfly again. So you can just cut out the one sheet if you wanted to, or you could do it like I have and cut both of them out. And you don't have, you can cut that off, cut that round there if you really needed to. You can trim anything off that's overhanging if you wish. So I'm just going to trim that down there. Just so it sits. That one I'm going to leave up the top. So I was going to put these ones down on the bottom here, but I need somewhere to put a sentiment, so I might not use them ones now. And then I'm just going to take these off at the back, if my fingers work. Which are not working at the moment. To get these backings off. There we go. Proving a bit difficult. So this foam pad roll is what I got from Amazon. Not Amazon. I got this one from the works. So I get these with them. Not the square pads I was using, the pads that I was using before that, prior to that. So these with this type of pad, and I find these really sticky, so my scissors always end up being, the blades always end up getting stuck to one another because they are really sticky for some reason. Then when I go to use a pair of scissors again, they tend to stick quite a bit together, so I have to end up getting some hairspray and spraying them on the blades to get them off. So with this one, because it's already raised on that, just a bit of tacky glue on the back, just so that if I need to move it around, I can move it around. If you wanted to, you could also put a bit of pink or green ribbon on there. I don't really have the right colour green. I've only got bright colour greens or really dark greens at the moment. I'm looking to get some more ribbon, but most of the ribbon I've got is all bright or dark. I don't have any pale, which a pale one would work on there, or pale pink, which I don't have again. So we're going to go without. So I'm going to put that, I think, more or less in the middle of the card, just about there. Press it down and hopefully, yeah, that looks fine. And then I'm going to find a sentiment that I've got in this collection, not in the little book, but in the collection of the Florabunda thing here that I've got. There's a little sheet somewhere with loads of sentiments on it. Here we go. Called Bits and Bobs, this one is. And it does have get well soon, you make me smile, birthday wishes to the one I love, enjoy every moment. So I need to go with something that's a little bit straight. So I might go with, so I think the ones that are this type are going to be too big, and get well soon doesn't really go with this one because it's in blue and this is in green. So I think I'm just going to go with you make me smile one. So I'm just going to put some foam pads on the back of this one. These square ones. I'm just going to use this sheet up. So I've got a couple of little bits that I've cut for other projects that I've used. So I'm going to throw you in the bin out of the way. I'm just going to take these backings off. And then I'm just going to put this on the bottom here. Like so. You make me smile, and then I'm going to see if I've got some gems that I can use. I've got pale ones, I don't know. Actually, what I'm going to do is, I've got these gems here. I'm going to use a couple of these and put some on these dots. Oh. So I'm just going to put them randomly on here. I need to get my picky up tool, so I'm going to go with these beige creamy coloured ones. I've got a mixture in here, cream and white. And I think the cream ones will look better. So one there, one down there, flip it around for a bit. I'm going to put one, where am I going to put one? On this one. And there, and then one on this side. Oops. too much glue, I think, on that one. Be one that's turned up the right way, so I don't have to tip you all out. There we go, right on the edge. This glue dries clear anyway, which is good. And then I'm just going to put one on here and one on there, just randomly placed. I mean, if you're doing this one, you don't have to put them like that. You can put them how you want or use different design. It's up to you. You do you, as I say. And then put one just on the bottom there. Sometimes I look at them, they look like I've used the wrong colour. Maybe I should have kept them separately, then that way I wouldn't have got muddled up with them when I'm getting them out. Or maybe if I tipped them out it would be easier for me to pick them up. Where did I put that dot? Just there. So you can put how many or as little as you want. Gems if you've got gems. So that is that one. Just move that out of the way because otherwise I'm going to lose it. I think that one isn't cream, it looks white, but it looks cool. It's cool. We'll go with that. Just going to throw this in the bin before I knock it all on the floor. Just going to throw that in the bin. A little bit of. So that is. Oops. That is card number one and idea number one. Yeah, that bit didn't go on very straight. I should have put some tacky glue on the back of them pads so I could move it about so it was a bit more straighter, but still looks pretty good to me and I'm happy with that. So I'm quite happy with that, considering that I don't really often do little pads like this one. So that's card number one. I'm going to set off and see if I can come up with another idea for another page or so out of this little pad, and I'll be back. Okay, so while I was off camera I've just gone with a design, so I've had a little bit of a play. So the same as before, same card as before, so the 5x7, but it's just under the 7. And I think I'm still going to go this way, opening. So I've cut out, pre-cut out one sheet, so I've got this one and this one cut out from two different sheets, and then I've cut out the little butterflies on them ones as well. And then I've die cut around a piece of rose craft card, patterned rose, gold rose on there. And then I've picked out this corresponding card to go with this one, and then this is the base one, but I'm not 100% sure whether I'm going to go with that bit on there or whether I'm just going to go on the plain side. I think I'm going to go on the plain side, but before I cut this I just want to decide how I'm going to put this together. So I think what I'm going to do, if I can get to my little strips of foam pads, is I'm going to put them on there. I mean, I could have gone in with the next size down from that one and cut that one out so it's the right size. Actually, that might be the best bet so that I can get this. So let me just grab this for a minute, see if that's the one I need. Just going to place this on the top of there for a minute just to see. No, so the one I need to go with is the one I used to cut the frame, which is the next one up. So it's this one, should be. Just going to see if that sits on there because I need this frame to sit on the top. Yeah, that's the better one. Okay, so I'm going to do this on camera. Stay there, don't move. I'm just going to get some low tack tape just to stick this on here. This low tack tape is just from Amazon. So now I need to get all my bits out of the way again. I need to bring in my cutting boards to go through the trimmer. To go through the Gemini. And you'll probably hear a little bit of a clonking noise as it goes through. That's just the blades cutting. It was a bit of a long reach for me. Just pull that out of the way, move that out of the way there. Just going to get these out of the way. Let's put them over there. And then I should have, this should come away pretty easy. I shouldn't have any issues. Oops. You can go back on there. Move the bits out of the way that I've cut out before. You can go in the bin. So to put this together, I'm just going to go around with some skinny foam pads because I just want the frame to have a bit of a lift on it. So I'm just putting them down on there. As I say, these foam pads are from Amazon, these skinny ones. For a skinny foam pad, they're not too bad, just can be a bit tricky to work with sometimes. And in the way I mean tricky, I mean the top part of the one that you take off, the backing that you take off does come off sometimes when I'm pulling them off the sheet that they're on. But other than that, they do work pretty well. I mean, I don't get no issues with them, they stick pretty well. I'm just going to take these off the back. Oops. Well, while I'm doing this, I don't know what the weather's like wherever you're watching from, but today the weather is, it was raining this morning but it's not now. It's windy, I can hear the wind howling outside the window. And as I said before, I think in some of my videos, I actually live in a flat, so I'm quite high up. Not high, you know, I'm 3 floors off the ground. So, and where I live, I can see, like, from my windows, and my craft room is farmers' fields. So when they start doing their harvesting and they're getting their fields ready for planting again, you'll smell them burning. And then when they do their straw, you can see bales of straw in the fields. But obviously they ain't doing that at the moment. I don't know when they do that kind of stuff. I'm not really into that farming thing, although my grandfather on my mum's side, he used to have a farm, ran a farm, so, but his farm was cows. And if I can remember from being a little girl, they would also be dairy cows. So that one didn't go very well at the back, at the top here. It didn't sit on, it's a bit too short, or maybe it's where I put the foam pads. I should have gone a bit higher. But hopefully might do, oh no, it's not going to work, so it is, I'm going to have to try and salvage this somehow. Might have to go in with another foam pad there, a little bit. I thought it would sit on there properly, but it's not, so I thought it would just rest on the top. So I'll have to do it this way. There we go, that's better. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with some of these and try and use this strip up, I think. Although they're not sticking very well today for some reason. They're being a bit of a pain in the bum doing this bit. As I said, they are pretty good, but on the other hand they can be testing. So I'm just going to put these down on there because I want this to be on the front of the card. The thing I find with doing these types of card is that they tend to take a lot longer to make and to put together. So a lot of people that are watching my videos, probably some people that watch videos don't like long-winded videos or a long-winded card. They just want to see a fast-forwarded version of the card. I don't do that. I like to do my cards from start to finish, showing all the different ways that you can make a card and all the different tips that you can come along the way. So this one I'm not going to go that way, it's this way I want it to go. I want to keep that design at the bottom, not worried about the design at the top. So this one I'm going to come in 3 notches under the 7 and 2 notches under the 5. Because the last one we did, we had a bit of an issue with it being a bit shorter than it actually is. The envelope, excuse me, the envelope is a 5x7, but the card itself is a little bit under the 7. So all-purpose glue there, which is Clown, and then tacky glue in these corners, and then my 5x7 card front, card base, sorry. Hopefully I've done enough off of that, which I have. A bit of straggly bits there. Just might press it down so that it sticks, hopefully. And then I can bring in this one that I've just put the foam pads onto. Hopefully I can get them off with my fingers. So this week there'll be videos, as I say, on Monday, Wednesday and Friday, but then, as I say, normally I do my videos on the Sunday, so I record all my videos on the Sunday normally. So today is Sunday, which I am doing my videos, and then they get uploaded Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Saturday I don't do any card making. It's my, well, so let me say that again, do that again, say that again, so people that have just started watching me get my video routines. So on a Sunday if my husband is working, so 4 Sundays he will work, 4 Sundays he won't. The 4 Sundays he does not work, I go to my mum and my dad's, because that's the only time I get to see them is when he's not working on a Sunday. Because I work Tuesday to Saturday, he works shift work, so he does 4 on 4 off. So every week his shifts will change from week to week. And just going to place this on the middle there, like so. So that is how that one's looking. It's not perfect, but it's just an idea of what you can do with these little books. So that is that. So yeah, so as I was saying, my husband, he works shift patterns. So this is his last Sunday to work. Well, it wouldn't be his last Sunday, but as next Monday is, so a week tomorrow is my birthday, and he will be on holiday as of Tuesday. So Tuesday would be his last shift until the following, so a week on Monday. And so with him being on holiday and the start of us going back to see my parents, videos will not be getting done on a Sunday, they'll be getting done on a Monday, so therefore they'll be still posted on a Monday, Wednesday and Friday. But as my birthday is a week tomorrow, unfortunately videos will not be getting done next weekend, they will be getting done later in the week, so they'll be getting posted later in the week, I'm afraid to say, because I will not be doing card making on my birthday. So yeah, so I'm just going to stick that onto there. So this is what I die cutted out as well, out of that little pad. Just going to put some backings on there. I do hope that makes sense, what I was just saying. So like I say, me and videos and talking, a lot of people do like my little chats, like me chatting away. That's me. And trying to explain how I do and what I do. So this is, hopefully this is going to work and it's going to go on here as intended, I'm hoping, in a fashion. As I say, these are not cards that I've actually made a lot of, to be honest, using die cuts like this, doing it myself, because I had a handheld machine, well not a handheld, I had a Big Shot Sizzix, just a normal Big Shot Sizzix one, and I used it a few times, and I just saw the Gemini 2 on Hunkydory and I thought, yeah, I need to get me one of them. And I was fortunate enough to get one off my husband for Christmas. As some of you will know that have already watched my videos and watched me unveiling that. So this might stick over, I'm just trying to get it so it's more or less where it's supposed to be, which is round about there. So it's just going to overlap on the sides of the frame, and that should be more or less in, yeah. So as I said, they're not going to be perfect because I'm far from, you know, a genius at making these style of cards, and this is my first one of doing these on video as well. I'm trying to be a little bit different and a bit adventurous with what I'm making now. Trying to find trying to give you guys some inspiration with how to make cards and what you want to do with your card, with the stuff you've got. If you've got a lot of Hunkydory little books, as I say, most of the time I just take a page and just stick them on, you know, willy-nilly, so to speak. So if you find that you can't get them to go where you want them to go, I do have a pair of tweezers, although I think this tweezers has lost its shape. It's got a bit bent, so if I bend it back, hopefully that's better. So I know it's around there somewhere. So I'll just put that on there. I've got a bit of glue on my finger. That's that one. This one should be the bigger one. See, unfortunately I don't have anything, I'm not going to fussy cut these because I don't really like fussy cutting. I have fussy cut certain things out, but I'm not a lover of fussy cutting, to be honest. So I'm going to stick that one onto there, and then hopefully this one will go down the bottom with any luck. I don't have any other circle dies than these ones, this size I should say. So it's going to overlap a little bit, but I quite like that, to be honest. As I say, my cards are never thought out before I do them. I just see a design and think to myself, oh yeah, I quite like that. So I'm just trying to bring it up a little bit. So it's got a little bit of dimension in there on the card itself with the frame around the edging. So there, you can see the little bit of dimension there, and the little butterflies on the front of that as well. Just going to put that away so I don't lose them. I'm just going to get rid of my rubbish before I find the sentiment that I want to use, because otherwise, no my luck, it's going to be everywhere. And as I say, I've only got a small computer desk that I use for crafting, and a computer chair that I sit at, and then I have two desks alongside one another. So one has my die cut on it, my die cutter, a Gemini, and then I have bookcases to the left of me which have all my Hunkydory stuff on there, plus a few other bits and pieces of craft stuff from on there to hand. So my little bit my paper pads, my trim inserts, my sentiments, and then all my Hunkydory stuff is on a couple of shelves over there, and then I have all my other crafting Nujimi flips and whatever. So this one, I could turn this one into a get well soon because it's got the blue in the flowers, or I could turn it into, because it's such a small card, I could just use a topper from one of my other, but saying that, I don't really want to use a different style of topper, so I might just go with this get well soon card, because you never know when you need a get well soon card for somebody. And I don't tend to make that many get well soon cards. Hopefully these are big enough. Excuse me, getting a dry throat from talking all the time. And I know people don't see my face, they just hear my voice, because I don't like being on video. I'm not really a lover of my own voice when I have to listen back to my videos just to make sure that everything sounds good. So I never win any karaoke competitions, funny enough. But there we go, never mind. So this is going to go, where are you going to go? I could put you from corner to corner. That's what I'm going to do. Stick you down to there like so, and then there we have that. And then I'm just going to put a few gems on this one as well, same ones as on the last card that I've done, so it stays within that limit. I do have a little tray somewhere, but I've misplaced it. Oh no, it's right in front of my eyes. Blind as a bat. Blind as a bat I am. Anyway, let's tip some of them out so I can might be able to see what I'm looking at. As I say, I've got two different colours. Oh god, clumsy, knocking everything flying, knocking my glue pots over. Just going to put a dab of glue there. I need my picky up tool. Oh, excuse me. My sausage roll's repeating on me that I had earlier while I was watching something on the telly before I decided to come in here and do my cards, because it's a bit cold, as I said. So I've got a hot water bottle by the side of me to keep me warm, because it's a little bit chilly in this little bedroom where I am, and you have to keep warm by any which way you can. Because I don't have central heating, so as I say, I have little like electric heaters, but they do eat your money up with keeping them warm, because it takes so long for them to warm up. So I don't use them, to be honest. I don't really like them. So, but anyway, that is by the by. So here we have the finished card, and as I say, this is just a little, you know, look into the little books. So I could have gone with a ribbon around there. You can even put little bows on, but most of my bows I have are all bright colours. They're never like dull, you know, they're never like pastel colours. I really need to look in. I can't make bows, so I don't attempt to try and make a bow. So they're a little bit like in your face colour. Don't really go with the bright yellow. I don't think so. I mean, that one might have gone if I decided to go with the bow. I could put the bow on there. That one might go with that colour scheme, but I think they look, I mean, that one looks pretty cool if I was to put that on there, but I'm not going to bother, I don't think. I think it looks alright without the bow. Preferences, you know. So, go there. Right, anyway, oops, that's come off of me. How did you move? And I can't move you back because you're stuck now. Gems slid off there. I'm going to have to try and rectify that, I think. Anyway, that is 2 cards made with that Florabunda little book. Little pocket pad, little book of Florabunda. I think it's pocket pad, isn't it? So that's just 2 examples for using pages out of them books, and you still, as I say, you get 6 of each design, so you can afford to use 3, or you, even if you wanted to, as they say on Hunkydory, it's got 64 pages altogether in this book, 24 different designs, so you get 6 of each, so you could make, as I say, 64 cards with this whole book. If you just use 1 page on a card, if you was just doing small cards, you could just cut out the page, you could just cut out like a shape if you wanted to, like I just did, and you could stick them on a, say, something like that on the front of a card, and then you could just take out, I mean, any one you like. I mean, this one, So you get all different things. So you could like take this one for instance, like on the colour, and this one's already out, so you could just place it on there. You could cut off that bit at the bottom if you do want to use that, and then you could just place that on there, and then you could just put a sentiment on there. So yeah, you can do anything with a little pad really, a little book. Choice is yours, it's your card. So that's just, I mean, any of these patterns in there will go with any of the cards if you've got any of the card or you've got the full kit like me. And as I say, this is the first time I've played with this one. So that is it for this video. Hope you like the cards. These ones do not have inserts, so all my gems have moved somehow. I think it's where I held it up to show you guys. Yeah, so that is that for this video. When I come back with my next video, it's going to be something different. So I've done these little books, and well, this little book for now. I'll probably come back with little books in the future, but not straight away, because I like making my other cards with my other kits. But I do enjoy using the little books, but like I say, I've got like what, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 of these pocket sized pads. And then I have little, or the little books, sorry, and then I have the little pocket pads as well, so say it with style ones. But these type of little books I have, so I counted all my books, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 of them, it's that size. And then I have a little square book, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them ones. So yeah, I do have quite a mixture of little books and square books. So I will come back with these in future, but I'm not sure roughly when and how long it'll be before I come back in with these. It could be in the next couple of weeks, could be in the next couple of months, but I'll definitely come back with another little book, or one of the square books, or one of the pocket pads that I've got. If some of you have watched my unboxing of some of my Hunkydory videos, you will see the little pocket pads that I've got, different ones, for a couple of different ones. I think the one's a musical one, one is a Mystic Moments, Music to My Ears, and Perfect Pets pocket pad. And then the other ones I've got is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Say It With Style. So that's the Say It With Style ones, and they're all different. This is Friendship, Fabulous Friends, and then these are the little tiny versions of like the bigger pads that you can get. And this is the Mystic Moment ones, which are quite cool. But I will have a play around with a few of them at some point. So yeah, like I said, that's it for this video. Until my next video, do take care and do enjoy the rest of your day, your afternoon, evening or morning, considering wherever you are in the world. And I look forward to speaking to you all next time. Bye for now.